Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chine. If this is your first time here, you're welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to sew this beautiful top. I've already posted a video on how to draft it, so you can do well by checking it out. Please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. So let's get into it. I'm done transferring my pattern to fabric. I also went ahead to cut out the lining, and also I ironed soft stay on both the Ankara and the lining. I'm going to put the link on how to draft this top in the description box, so you have to check it out in order to have a better understanding of what I'm doing here. The next thing I'm going to do now is to cut out the sleeves of my top. For the length, I'll be using 17 inches, and for the width, I'll be using 36 inches. Now this top is going to have two steps. The first step will be short as 5 inches, and the second step, which is what I'm cutting now, will be about 17 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the puff sleeve, the main sleeve. Then I'll show you guys how I'll cut the second sleeve. Okay, I folded my fabric into two because I'm cutting two sleeves. To cut the other part of the sleeve, I measured 5 inches. Then I folded my fabric into two because I'm cutting two for both sleeve. Then I also use the length and the width of the first sleeve that I cut, that's the puff sleeve. So I'll go ahead and cut it out. Then I'll show you guys the next thing to do. After cutting the sleeve, I'm going to take the side part of the front, then I'll place it on the side of the sleeve and trim out the armhole. You can choose to leave the sleeve straight, it's all up to you. I'll just go ahead and place the armhole side on the side of the sleeve, then I'll cut out. This particular top is not an off shoulder top, so I'm going to cut out a shoulder extension. That's where the sleeve will be. What I'm going to do now is to bring what is left of my pattern for the upper side of the top. Okay, I'll bring the front and the back, then I'll cut out an extension. This is the upper side of the front and the other one is the back side. So what I'm going to do now is to place my tape on the shoulder side. Okay, from the shoulder slant, I'm going to place my tape. After getting the length of the front, I'll just continue the measurement from the back. Now once I've gotten this length, I got 10 inches. I'll just cut out 11 inches of fabric. Okay, I'll measure out 2.5 for the width, then I'll fold it into two and I'll cut two pieces. Okay, so I'm cutting two pieces for both sleeves. So this is going to form the shoulder extension so I can fix my sleeve. This is very easy to understand. If you take your time and watch it, there is no way you will not understand it. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to start joining my top. I'll start with the front, then I'll proceed to the back. I'm done joining the front here, and this is what it looks like. I also went ahead to join the lining. So what you need to do is to take the center front, then join the sides of the front to it. Is very easy. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to turn this front part to the back, then I'll use my scissors to notch. Please do not skip this part. So after notching it, I'll just go ahead and use my pressing iron to open up the seams. Okay, so I'm going to open up the seams, then I'll use lining to turn the front. I'm done ironing the seam lines here, so the next thing I'm going to do now is to use lining to turn the front. Now before I do that, I'm going to add the shoulder extension. So I'm going to bring the 11 inches extension that I cut for the shoulder. I'll place it on the shoulder part of the top, then I'll use my lining to turn it. Now this will give the top a very neat finishing. I'm done sewing here, and this is what I have. I went ahead to sew up the sides and the down part of the top. I'm going to turn this top through the armhole. The armhole is the only part that is open here. So after turning it, I'll go ahead and use my pressing iron to iron out the sides, the down part and the upper part. So this is what I have. As you can see, the top is looking very fine. As you can see, the bustier came out really well. The reason is because I added soft stay on both the lining and the top. Okay, That's why the bustier is looking really curved. I'm going to start joining the back at this point. I'm going to close the upper side, the sides, and the down part. Then the same thing I did on the front, I had to put the shoulder extension in between the lining. I'm also going to do the same thing at the back. Then I'll turn it and show you guys what it looks like. So I'm done doing that here. So this is what I have. This is the back of my top. At this point, I'll go ahead and fix my zip. So this is what the back of my top looks like. I'll go ahead and fix a short zip. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do after fixing my zip is to join the sleeves. To fix the sleeves, the first thing I'm going to do is to hem the down part. So I'm going to hem both the one I'm using for the puff sleeve and the second one that will be on top. That's the short one that will be on top. So I'll go to my sewing machine and quickly do that. Then I'll show you guys what it looks like. I'm done fixing the sleeves here, and this is what it looks like. I also went ahead to join it to the top. Let me quickly explain how I was able to sew in the sleeve. The first thing I did is I had to join the short one to the long one. Then I joined both of them round the armhole till I exhausted the whole width of the sleeve. Okay, so that's what I simply did. The next thing I'm going to do now is to join the front and the back. So from the sleeve, I'm going to sew by 1 inch. Then when I get to the bust, I'll sew by 2 inches. That's the allowance I added to my top. So by the time I'm done, this top is going to fit perfectly well. Before I join the sides of the top, I went ahead to fix elastic on the sleeve. Then I'll just join the sides. So from the sleeve, I'm going to go in by 1 inch and 2 inches on the sides of the top. So I'm done sewing it here. I'm done joining the sides and the sleeve, and this is what it looks like. Now this top is ready at this point. This is the end of this tutorial. I hope you learned something. If you have any question, please ask me in the comment section. I will definitely answer you. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, turn on your notification bell so that anytime I upload a new video, you'll be notified. So this is the finished result. This is what the top looks like after sewing. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please do not forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.